What's up, everybody? It's your boy Paranormal Pat from the Paranormal Pativity Podcast. You should know that because you clicked on the video. I just got done seeing Fantasy Island. Now, if you don't know what Fantasy Island is, Fantasy Island was a sitcom TV show from back in the day. You go there to live out your fantasies, and the first thing you see when you land is Tattoo, the little short midget dude, going, the plane, boss, the plane. I never really watched too much of the show, but I know about it, Fantasy Island. So they've done the route of, like they did last year with the Banana Splits, where it was one thing and they turned it into another. Like with Banana Splits was this kid show, na 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 na, and then they turned it into like a horror movie thing, which I thought was brilliant. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out the movie and go check out the Terrible Terror podcast, where I actually was on the episode where he reviews the Banana Splits movie. So. But yeah, so they take the movie and they turn it into, I wouldn't say horror though. See, this is more of a thriller movie. I know sometimes I'll say horror, but I think of horror as something that's meant to try to scare you, to make you jump and stuff like that. Whereas thrillers, they do try to get you to jump, but thrillers are more along the line of like just being suspenseful and stuff like that. Not necessarily any kind of horror, no kind of horror element to it. You know, the gross, the killings, or torture, stuff like that. This is more just a thriller. And where I feel like this movie, because a lot of people are slamming this movie. Worst movie of the year. It does not make the worst movie of the year so far. To me, the worst movie of the year so far is The Grudge. That came out last month in January, which I already have a review up of that one too. Go check it out. But I believe I did do spoilers in that movie because it was just like, everybody was saying how horrible this movie is. This movie's horrible. Don't go waste your time. It was okay. It was watchable. What would have made this movie better is them tightening up the people. So there's like one, two, three, four, five, like five main people, and their fantasies that they're gonna get. They could have shrunk that down a little bit to get to where they're trying to go in the movie. Like they let their fantasies go out way longer than it really needed to, and it extended the movie out. And there's a twist and everything. Like I said, I'm not really going into spoilers, but it's the product there was good. Like what they did with the Banana Splits, like it was pleasantly a pleasant surprise on how good the Banana Splits was when they turned this show from the 70s or maybe even earlier than that into this horror thing. They had a good opportunity with this, and I think there was lacking in some of the acting. I didn't realize Maggie Q was in it. There was a couple things with her that were I would expect better from an actress like that. Like, I mean, there's a scene where she's going to lie down, and it wasn't just like I'm choking, I'm going down. All of it was just like, I mean, it was just bad. Actually, I think that was a little better acting than we saw in that particular scene. There was a couple of surprise actors that popped up that I didn't know were going to be in the movie. Whether they had a major role or not, it was just good to see those actors in a movie. I don't want to say, so if you go see the movie, you'd be like, oh, that's blah, 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 or oh, that's blah, blah, blah. But there's some plot holes in it too. And those plot holes I can't get into because otherwise I'll spoil it. So if you want a spoiler version of this, I already did another one of these videos, which I know will be up before mine, and that is also again with the Terrible Terror podcast. That's Brian at Terrible Terror Podcast. His on his YouTube and on his Instagram or IGTV, he'll have the review with me and him, and we did all spoilers. So I can go more into where my my big plot holes are in this, where I'm like, okay, well, this kind of makes no sense. There's a plot hole with this particular person. It basically, it felt like this movie was an origin stories to what Fantasy Island is. From, like, they say, the TV show. So, Go check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm going to give this movie, hi Piper. My dogs are coming in here. Hi Rory. Thank you for ruining my video. I'm going to give it I'm going to go 2 out of 5. It's watchable. It would have been a lot better if it was shortened and some plot holes were kind of filled. But like I didn't go into this movie thinking this is going to be the movie of the year. Even before I heard the everybody shitting on it. Honestly, I was not going into this movie thinking, you know what, this is going to be movie of the year. Not at all. But I definitely could sit through this movie again other than sitting through The Grudge. Like, I was actually kind of into the movie and entertained by what was going on way more than the crap that was going on with The Grudge. So, that's my opinion. Let me know what you think, what your opinion is. And, you know where to find me. And next time, deuces.